Shalom, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations as always to the elect. And it will not be fair. All right, the path to salvation through this straight gate. All right, following the Lamb whithersoever he, goeth. All right, it's not going to be the most comfortable, thing to endure. All right, and we have to prepare ourselves to know and understand that it won't be fair. All right, as we know, the gates of hell will not prevail against the tabernacle of David. All right, and we're fighting a spiritual war. All right, and you can liken it to a boxing match. All right, where one fighter is getting dominated. All right, so what does he do? All right, he turns to illegal tactics, low blows, doing things that are not, lawful according to the rules of, the sport of boxing. All right, and we're in a spiritual war, and the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. And according to the scriptures, we must strive lawfully, even when our opponent, all right, led by the spiritual demon Satan, whether it be an Edomite or whether it be a grown-ass Israelite somewhere in another room telling his family, I'll be right back, going and creating fake profiles to link us, all right, to Islamic terrorist, all right. So as you see here on the screen, this was on the Elder Manat Zakba's live stream yesterday. You had an individual pop up, all right, with the YouTube handle GMS Hamas, okay? And we know ultimately this is most likely a scoffer, but we're in those times, all right, where things are about to turn up. And because these demons can't deal with us in the scriptures, they can't deal with us in spiritual matters, all right, the only chance that they have is to ultimately do things that are wicked, evil, all right, in hopes to get us caught up, all right, in hopes that ultimately the Heavenly Father and his angels aren't watching, because whoever created this profile, all right, it may be funny to you, all right, you may think it's cute, all right, but ultimately the angels know exactly who you are, and you will pay. See, people forgot about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, another profile. Now, you see what he said, Mississippi is the land of Israel. All right, GMS Hamas. Now, Hamas is that group, all right, that ultimately was responsible, so-called, all right, for, going into the, Israel and kidnapping and plundering. All right, you have another weird individual pop up, under the guise of being an Israelite, but he's bigging up Hamas, and, really, we're living in the times where that's all the left hand needs. And they can present these things in the news, all right, when the time comes, along with other things, and try to have us linked to this, to have us carted off or judged, all right, but the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for righteous judgment that's coming. All right, another video, all right, or another page that came up was GMS Somalia. All right, and if you see these profiles, block them, erase their comments off your page. But this guy comes on talking about, I burn my rib, all right, to death. APTTMH, all praise to the Most High. That's just what that means. Complete, all right, crazies, all right, and this is ultimately a part of the straight gate, that men will be uncouthed, unfair, unreasonable. As the scriptures say, we must be delivered from unreasonable men. All right, this is a part of it. All right, and we're just in the beginning stages. You know, over the years, brothers have endured many slanders. Okay, and ultimately, when you're going through it, all right, like when that member of IUIC, one of the heads of IUIC, you know, led a campaign, you know, calling brothers jobs, going under the profile, the analyzer, you know, him and that, you know, the other dude, the Avenger, all of them got together, you know, going through it. It was like, damn, you couldn't believe, you know, that Israelites would act like this, but this is what we're up against. All right. So this individual comes onto the page. Yeah, they called our jobs. We literally went through that. You know, our apostles and elders have their stories of what they went through. And ultimately, it was all written. These are trials that, you know, are a condition of the battle that we're in. Okay, so we can't, you know, ultimately get down and feel sad about it. It's a part of the straight and narrow. And many men, Lord willing, we all endure, but it's going to get to a point where some men say this is too much, you know, and the true followers of Yahushua follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, all right? So yeah, they're just complete childish. Again, these are most likely, these are grown men, okay, hurt, all right, can't deal in the scriptures, wrong, cut, and this is what they're going to result to, because spiritually they can't deal, all right, with the truth. So this is what they're going to result to. GMS Somalia. All right. And all they need is this clip to put onto the news. All right. Or to try to link us with it. And you know, when Satan's on your side, you know, you're going to win in this world. All right. But as we're getting ready to show you, you know, marvel not at the works of sinners or him that seems to prosper in a way, because ultimately a judgment is coming, man. A great judgment. And I cannot wait. You know, I cannot wait. You know, you have people commenting on the comment board and, you know, Islamic, you know, Arabic. See, this is what's going on here. Okay. And as the, you know, as we've been going into, all right. Yeah, you even had an individual, the dude Bishop Jephthah. This is how unreasonable men are getting. This dude, Elder Jephthah, Yessup. Yeah, Bishop Yessa, Massa. This nigga said that Hitler was a so-called black man.
I've seen it. Let me give you some vocab you might not like to swallow. Hitler was a so-called black man. Did you know that? Hey, listen. I've seen it. Let me give you some vocab you might not like to swallow. Hitler was a so-called black man. Did you know that?
So men are getting ready to be absolutely unreasonable, wicked, stank, okay, unreasonable, unfitting, uncouth, and crazy, which ultimately, real quick, let's get the book of Matthew 26 and 59. This is where Yahushua, he had to undergo things like this. As the scriptures say, he was numbered amongst the transgressors. He was looked at as an everyday troublemaker, okay, and one who was trying to take down Rome, okay? When he was crucified next to, you know, people who were actually guilty of crimes. Well, here it is, he was innocent, okay? As it says in the book of Sirach 51, all right, you're going to be in the midst of a fire you kindle not. See? Matthew 26 and 59. So you got to prepare your spirit for something like this. Because who likes to be lied on? Who likes to be slandered? The scriptures talks about that. All right? That's a very, very uncomfortable situation to be in. But we still have to keep our integrity and strive lawfully. This is Matthew 26, all right, and 59. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought witness against Yahushua to put him to death. See? And ultimately, these individuals creating these profiles and trying to link us to this is what they really want for us. You see? But found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At last came 2 false witnesses. So they took turns lying on Yahushua. Okay? And again, none of it stood. Okay? Let's get this scripture numbered. I believe it's Isaiah 53. Yep, that's where it's at. Isaiah 53 and 12. Therefore will I divide a portion with the great. Divide him a portion with the great. All right, because Yahushua is going to, split his inheritance, what the Lord gave to him, what the Most High gave to him with his people. Because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors, man, which was a great sacrifice, man. But let's go to the book of Psalms 37 real quick. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. All right, so fret not thyself. All right, let's look up the word fret. All right, don't fret. All right, fret is chara, to be hot, furious, burn, be angry, be kindled, to where it overcomes you, because you're going to have the emotion of being angry at these guys. But it's laughable at this point how absolutely weird and left men are going. How now all of a sudden all of these so-called Israelites get to the end of the race and become enemies to the gospel. Whether they've been paid off or whether in their spirit they're trying to set themselves up in position to not be persecuted. Either way, all right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to destroy your black ass. All right? Or whatever, ass, okay? To burn, to be angry with, to heat oneself in vexation. And you do get vexed, all right? But the key is to not be overcome and to understand that this is a fulfillment of prophecy. This is how you comfort yourself through tribulations and through things you go through, understanding that it was written first and foremost, and understanding that it is a part of our rites to passage to get into that kingdom. Because again, this is a part of our faith and patience being tested. Okay? So fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious of the workers of iniquity, for soon, all right, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Salaki. So they're going to soon be destroyed. All right, they're going to be cut down. Trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and do good. As the scriptures say, we still have to strive lawfully. Okay? Let's get that real quick. As we're going to see our enemies, okay, do and say all kind of wickedness. You're going to have men who were once amongst you, who you shared particular things with, come out on camera telling your secrets and things that you opened up to them and told them and trust. Right? That's not a good feeling to go through those things. But Yahushua had to go through these things. 2 Timothy 2:5. If a man also strive for the masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So you have to let them be wicked, all right? And you have to what? Trust in Yahweh and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, all right? And verily thou shalt be fed. All right, and I believe it's verse 12 as well. Hold up, there's a scripture, maybe if I do cross-reference, another one in Psalms 37. Verse 7, rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Because in this world, all right, if you take the position of Satan, it's going to look like you're prospering. See? And these people have, the Lord didn't give them the ability to reason at this point. Either they're engulfed by unclean spirits and demons. So reason has fled far from these people. whether it's an Edomite or somebody with vocab that wants to just see the Israelites destroyed, they have no reasoning. The Lord put that spirit on them to fulfill prophecy. So it's going to look like they're prospering in the way, and it's going to look like, damn, these people really are wicked. And it's like, you're going to be confused, but people are going to do what they do. All right. All we can control is what we do and how we react to these things. All right. And when you find yourself getting too angry, all right, take a deep breath and understand that it's prophecy. But you are going to have the emotion of anger, because slander is not, it's not cute. It's not a good thing. It's not something, beautiful to go through. This is the book of Sirach 28, and I'll start at 13 in the NLT, in the GNT, Salakia, Good News Translation. Gossip, this is Sirach 28 and 13 in the GNT. Gossip and liars deserve to be cursed, because they have been the ruin of many people who were minding their own business. All right? And this is what happens in the hood, right? Many have had their lives ruined, all right? And in the grand scheme of this truth, everything that we've been doing is lawfully. Ultimately, the rebuke, exposing false doctrines, we keep it about the doctrine. And when these individuals, these Christians and these ex-camp members, once they see us, they through and they're exposed and they look terrible, they're going to resort to all manner of evil, slander, and things that are not lawful according to the fight. Because now they're out of the fight. These so-called Christians, they're not really about Jesus. They really just want to see, all right, white supremacy forwarded and the Israelites be destroyed. They don't give a damn about truth prevailing, justice, a righteous kingdom being set up. Hell, they don't even talk about the return of, all right, who the world calls Jesus. Hell, they're like vocab, he's done 3 to 4 videos going into the situation with Israel and Palestine. Has he brought up any prophetic reasoning? No, he's using, all right, left, right wing, all right, Christian, all right, Fox and CNN news propaganda. He's not going into it according to prophecy. We're doing that, which makes us look good, all right, in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and those who have the, want to hear the truth. But people want to just hear. You even got ex-members of GMS supporting Vocab Malone, going onto his comment board, all right, bigging him up when he comes up against us. So they're completely gone. They have no reason. And just like those wicked scribes and Pharisees and chief priests that came up against Yahweh Shai, we're going to have to feel that. Okay? Many have had their lives ruined and have been driven from their homes because of people who meddled in their business. Such unwanted interference has resulted in the destruction of strong cities and the homes of respected people. Meddlers have caused faithful wives to be divorced, robbed of everything that they work for. Anyone who pays attention to slander can never find peace of mind. Okay, and you have people that's waiting for any kind of slip up or any kind of situation where they can link us, all right, to being terrorists. It's just true. A whip can raise a welt, but a vicious tongue can break bones. All right, so because they can't win spiritually, all right, they're getting ready to use their tongue to slander, all right, creating these fake profiles, and it's just now beginning. It says, many people have died by the result of loose talk than were ever killed by swords. Count yourself lucky if you have been spared the experience of having irresponsible talk directed against you. See? But we don't have that comfort. All right? We don't have that comfort. If you have never had that iron yoke around your neck or those heavy chains on your legs, see? And that's a yoke that we have to put on. That's a chain that we're going to have to bear. Slander leads to a miserable death, but in fact, you'd be better off dead. Devout people, however, all right, cannot be overcome by slander, all right? They cannot be burned by its flames. Its victims are those who have abandoned the Lord. So a lot of people, Lord willing, we stay strong. When the going gets tough, They start to show up at your house, or you lose your job, and we found out this such and such is a part of this organization, yada yada yada, and you start to really see the reality of the depth of what we're into, right? A lot are gonna abandon the Lord. But we know ultimately our true intent, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the holy angels see everything. Okay, that's where loving not your lies into the death is going to have to be implemented. Okay? And we're on the front lines, witnessing, testifying. So the fugitive is going to do everything in his might to basically have your reputation tarnished and to erase you. See? Devout people, however, cannot be overcome by slander. They cannot be burned by its flames. Its victims are those who have abandoned the Lord. Once the fire of slander have been lit among them, it cannot be put out. And that's where that, bitterness, and we can't be overcome by the bitterness that comes with this walk. Okay, some of it you gotta suffer wrongfully. Well, here we go. Now it's time to really apply Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, once the fire of slander has been lit among them, it cannot be put out. Slander will pounce on them like a lion and tear them to pieces like a leopard. All right? And it's not a good feeling. However, we can't be overcome by it, because we know the truth. We know our true intent. We know goddamn well we're not trying to, gather up a bunch of brothers to somehow take down Esau, Edom with the sword. We know that we've openly preached against getting on camera and linking guns to the ministry. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the angels, more importantly, they heard that sacrifice. That sacrifice was offered up. They know our true intent. So those of you who don't have the right intent, ultimately you're going to be outed and destroyed. All of you spies and agents, outed and destroyed. You weirdos who made those profile accounts, you think is cute and funny, but you're going to be destroyed, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Grown-ass men doing this. Grown-ass men for years have created fake profiles, all right, and just talked shit and scoffed and slandered and did all of these things all of these years. Grown-ass Hebrew Israelites. See what it says next. Don't you fence in your property? Don't ye lock up your money? Well, be just as careful with what you say. Weigh every word and have a lock ready for your mouth. Okay, and you got certain brothers in GMS going onto this weirdo's page with the guns, going back and forth with them. Why, brother? Why? You got to start thinking, man. Again, like I said, if we was in a literal war, a lot of you would have everybody killed. Use your fucking brains, man. You just gotta go to the dude's page. Oh, yeah. Bro, just look from afar. Learn how to be quiet. God damn. Weigh every word and have a lock ready for your mouth. And that goes into typing things on the comment board too. To hell with these people. Do you realize the scriptures say you walk in the peril of your overthrow? Wake up, man. Someone may be waiting for you to slip, and if you're not careful, you will stumble over your own words and fall down in front of him. And this is what they're looking for. Be mindful of who you're interacting with, what you're entertaining. Just certain things, just ignore, man. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to get into that because niggas are absolutely crazy. They're crazy. They bugged out, elder. They bugged out. Okay? Look at this nigga. All right, we know this is not him, but somebody made this page. Did he put a wrench on the side of his name so it could say that we gave him a wrench? Complete demons, man. Okay? And I have not been ever in my life so ready for judgment, man. The Lord wanted us to hate these people with a perfect hatred, and he's putting us in position to get there. And we're not ashamed. We hate evil. We hate wickedness, man. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of what you do. Stop going back and forth. We're in the time of, look, that's 2012 shit, man. We and I'm Salakia for my language. Hey, but we in those times, man. We in those times. It's getting ready to get rough, man. Brothers got to be mindful of what you're doing, man. You see the apostles and the elders doing that? Did they go to his page and put comments in? No. So why are you doing it? Anyway, brothers, wake the hell up. It's high time to awake out of sleep, man. All right? And all of you lukewarm brothers, man, who, look, the Lord has given us more than enough ammo to be on fire, man. Brothers should be fervent for this truth, man. Wake the hell up. Get in order, man. And get your head out of your ass. All right? Falling in love and falling, drawing back and getting weak in the middle of the biggest war ever, man. Shalom.